The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Hey, check that.
A first down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And just shutting him off there. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! A great effort there. 51 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And the throw by Love taken in by Watson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Stop him!
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, Love to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Open man is Samuel, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Michael Vick. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready up. Let's go. Smash, red. Show what you got. Show what you got. Come on, boys. Let's make a play here.
Final play of the half. Love. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Niners take over 1st and 10.
Move it. You know what it is. Take it to the house. Watch the sideline.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Vick. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Vick to throw on 4th down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Love looking to throw it. And that one completes to Clayton. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
49ers 7.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take it to the house.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 3.
Drop 50.
Third and short yardage. Vick. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Vick on the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Cut 19.
Vick goes play action. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Now Vick on 4th down. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Who is he throwing to? Who is he throwing to?
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already you start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of his end zone, here's Vick. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And now here is another interception. On his horse. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On the option, Love will hang on to it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 125 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You just...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Keep it going. Big play here, boys. Big play. Let's go. Let's make something happen. Come on.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Down defense. Come on, let's play like a team.
Love throwing for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Stay on point, fellas. Play, boys.
Here we go. Make a play, boys.
first and 10. It's Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Time, fellas.
It's all about teamwork.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Are we watching the same game, ref? Come on, ref!
Did you see the replay? Come on!
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Cougar 19, 18 Radiant, 18 Radiant, 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 7 Giants, 7 Giants.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.